Hello, everyone. Welcome back. My name is Aviana, and today we are going to tap in to see. I just wanted to do like a little collective reading because we just had that full moon in Aquarius, a blue moon, and that was on August 19th. So today, I believe, is the 21st. So it's been a few days. And definitely for me, the energy behind that full moon was all about individuality and allowing yourself to fully step into what is in alignment for you, what makes sense for you, and honoring what that means for you. I definitely feel like there's going to be a lot of change. If you guys haven't been experiencing that yet, there's going to be a lot of shifts. And I feel like it's going to be more so of an internal shift, right? Because if the external world is not in alignment for us, then that means we chose to go towards things that weren't in alignment. So instead of being like, this is how you need to change, this is what's wrong with that, it's really about looking within and being like, why am I allowing this? What do I need to go towards? Maybe I need to set boundaries. Maybe I need to honor, what's right for me and not wait for the right time to honor it, but just start owning it here and now. 111 on the timer could be seeing 111. Okay. Um, or maybe your birthday is January 11th. I'm hearing September 21st for some of you. Virgo. Okay. But yeah, it's definitely like not pointing the fingers, but going within and being like, this is what I want to step into. This is what I want to honor, and this is how I'm going to do it. And no longer let things hold me back. I do feel like it's just like a lot of shadow work for some of us, because it's just all about looking within and asking yourself, okay, well, if I've been holding myself back, why? What am I scared of? You know, that's what I feel like this has brought on for a lot of us. So, for those of you that are struggling, kind of with this change, just be patient with yourself, right? Because maybe you weren't safe to stand in your individuality. Maybe you didn't know how to set boundaries. Maybe you didn't know how to fully love yourself for who you are, and now you're learning. Growth is good, so don't judge yourself for not already being there, or for taking this long to get there. At least you're here. At least you're allowing the process to unfold. So, with anything, it's uncomfortable. Change is uncomfortable. Growth is uncomfortable. I remember whenever people would have growing pains, right? Like your legs would hurt and stuff. So just, remember that and be patient. All right, but let's go ahead and tap in and see what's going on. I always like to find, oh my God, it's right on the bottom of the deck, the full moon and Aquarius card. I like to find it and see the cards around it because I feel like there's extra messages there. Yeah, I'm taking these three. It feels right. So first of all, this is definitely going to be a very powerful time. The fact that the card was right there ready for us, I always feel like that's a significant message from Spirit saying, this is important. This is going to be big. It's going to be impactful. Okay. And it says, show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. Exactly. It's time to show the world the real you. It's time to, come out from behind the curtain, show up, take up space because you are safe to. I feel like that's been the big difference for a lot of us, okay? Your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. So some of you guys may have Capricorn placements or be dealing with a Capricorn. Maybe this is like a realization you had during Capricorn season, which is in December, early January. So you can kind of think back to that time, and that's, leads into Aquarius season. So this is definitely telling me that, this isn't just because the full moon timing. You know what I mean? It's all perfect timing, and it's because you've done a lot of things leading up to this point in time, right? Like there's a reason that you're ready to step out now. There's a reason you feel safe now because you've been putting in that work, because you've been honoring yourself, because, all the things that you have to do in order to be comfortable to show up as yourself, you've been doing it. Like I said, this was no accident. This didn't just happen because, oh, it's a blue moon in Aquarius now. No, this happened because, you were gearing yourself up, getting ready for this. It's like whenever people get drafted into like the NFL or NBA or something, that's not coincidental by any means, right? We all know that in order to be a professional athlete, you have to put in the work, you have to train, some people have been in sports their whole lives. Or like the Olympics, we just had the Olympics, like there's it's like there's requirements, there's prerequisites that you have to go through in order to get ready for this showing the world the real you, and you did that. So this is reminding you you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. Okay, there's definitely a Virgo watching this, because that's the second time we mentioned Virgo. And Virgo season is August, September. I think we're about to go into Virgo season. Beautiful. I love this. So like right before your Aquarius season or your Aquarius moon, there was things you did. Your hard work was paying off. And now you're showing up, and now you're being reminded. Not even like you need the reminder though now, that you are good enough. You don't need the reminder anymore. You know it. And I feel like now we're going to have the physical manifestations behind putting in that work and believing in yourself. You know, whether that's new, business opportunities, promotions, maybe meeting new people that really appreciate you, or just feeling good within yourself. It's all going to start making sense. It's all going to start like I always say, the physical is the last to show up. So I feel like that's what's coming in. Blessings, abundance, happiness. And the thing is, that's already here, but it's like because you're now in alignment with that energy and you're vibrating on that frequency, it's just going to be amplified more and more and more. So it feels like it's going to be a time of being like, I'm so glad, I made those decisions. I'm so glad I kept believing in myself, even though it may have seemed delusional to some people, because look at me now. That's what it feels like for me. All right, I like it. So we are going to read a bit from the full moon in Aquarius. I like to do that when I do my new moon, full moon readings, because I just think it helps us, learn even more. Yeah, it's like some of you guys I'm hearing, do you believe in magic? That song. And it's like, it looks like magic to others, but like you caused this to happen, right? A mixture of belief and surrender and faith, a mixture of, taking action, a mixture of sitting back and letting things come to you, right? Like for other people, they may be like, how did that happen for this person? How did this, show up like that? And like I said, there was no coincidence. There were prerequisites to make this happen, and you checked off all the boxes. I like it. All right, let's get into it. All right, so show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. Let's talk about it. See, we have 88 here for the number on the book. So that's a very positive number. We're in the 8th year, in the 8th month right now. 9 and 1, that makes 10, or yeah, it makes 10. But if you did 9 minus 1, that's 8, right? So I feel like there's a lot of 8s. If you guys have been seeing 8s a lot, letting you know that there's very positive things coming your way. And again, it's NC, we're an 8-minute on this reading. So 888 everywhere. Love it. Okay. This card brings the message from the cosmos that you need to detach a little from whatever situation you're asking about. Someone might be keeping you at arm's length now, but it's no bad thing. It's important for you to allow life to unfold and progress, even if change seems like a frightening prospect. And so some of us may have been holding on to certain comfort zones because we were scared to, hold on, I gotta make sure this mic is still on. Cool, great. Because we're scared to, break out of our comfort zones, but again, we already did that hard work, so I feel like we've already moved past that fear, okay? But, some of us, we all move at different paces and have different journeys, so. Anywho, if you've been holding yourself back from showing the world the real you, this card reminds you that your unique characteristics are what make you special. In a relationship, are you being too aloof or detached? Go ahead and be yourself in whatever is coming up for you. Be aware of your feelings, but also be prepared to move on. And that's what I like. So becoming aware of your feelings sometimes makes you realize certain things aren't right for you, which is okay. It's actually beautiful. And allowing yourself to be honest and show up as your true self creates that space for everyone as well. Additional meanings for this card: don't lose the beauty and romance of life. You are too much in your head. Get into your heart. A friend needs you. Be there for them. A situation is going to take a very unexpected turn. And I did get the feeling when I was shuffling the tarot, some of us, this has a lot to do with family, romance, love, or just moving from the heart. And the teaching is every full moon is a time to release and let go. But the addition of Aquarian energy to the mix triples that message. Aquarius is the opposite of clingy, and pulling this card at any time suggests either you need to let go or someone is thinking they are the ones who need to let go, perhaps of you. What needs to go? What is the right thing to do? Whatever happened next could be highly unconventional or unexpected. And yeah, and that kind of ties back into that sense of individuality that I was getting from this full moon. It's just like, it's all about what do you want, what works for you. And in these realizations, we tend to have to let go of things that aren't in alignment for that, right? Because if we were already there, we wouldn't need to like sit and think about it. Okay. So with love, with gratitude, curiosity, ask yourself what's working for me, what's not. What do I need to let go of? Okay. I know for me, I've been letting go of feeling like I have to rush, feeling like I'm not doing enough, right? And not trusting my journey, especially like with my business and stuff, because operating from that energy makes you overwork, makes you take on things that you don't need to take on, makes you question yourself, or, makes you not want to, take time off. Or if you do, you feel bad for it, right? And I recognize that that energy is not beneficial for me. So I just let it go, And obviously there's like a bit of a, spiritual practice that went in with that, but it was very beautiful for me. And I was very grateful to get to experience that and realize that, like, you're already doing what's right for you. Okay. You're already perfect as you are. So just keep allowing yourself to show up in the ways that you want to and not force. Don't try to force yourself to get along to go along, or force yourself to do things you don't want to do because you think it's what you're expected to do or what you have to do in order to be successful or whatever. Recognize you are good enough, your hard work pays off, and you can be genuine and authentic in all aspects of this human experience. All right, let's get into it. Okay, yeah, we're going to start with the glow in the dark deck here. I like to use this deck because it's black and white, and I think it's a fun little, I don't know, I think it's fun with the moon and stuff like that. All right, bottom of the deck, we have the Tower. So yeah, lots of shadow work here, okay? And it's not in the aspect like it used to be, right? Where it would be like, okay, why am I acting this way? Let me see it. And like have to heal and shift and change. Like I feel like at this point we've already done a lot of that work, and maybe some of us still need to tap in, whatever. But this is more so about recognizing that it's okay for certain things to not work for you. So instead of trying to change the shadow, it's about looking at that shadow. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. Looking at that shadow and saying what is going right, what isn't going, what's going right, what's going wrong, right? So it's about appreciating that shadow for showing up, because by looking deeper at it, it lets you know your likes, your dislikes, what's in alignment for you, what's not. And with that clarity, you move forward and go towards things that are working for you. Okay. So it makes me think of a reading I did not too long ago about realigning, getting reacquainted with uncomfortable feelings. So it's not that these feelings are bad, right? Being angry is good. It's a good thing to recognize that, because anger is just another way to show you, oh, I don't like that. Sadness, same deal. Being irritated, whatever. All of these feelings come up to show us what's working for us, what's not. So by taking a deeper look at them and honoring them, instead of trying to heal them or trying to find a positive thing with them, honor them. And that right there is positive. And then let them guide you towards what is right for you, right? That's what it's all about. Yeah, because a lot of us have definitely been surrounded by just a lot of burdensome, a lot of heaviness, maybe like just good time friends where you just, party and socialize, but like you don't have genuine connections, And all of this, like taking a deeper look at just kind of the chaos we've been allowing in our lives, pushes us to be more independent, pushes us to move past. See, someone's moving their way into Emperor energy, right? We've got 3 out of 4 kings there. So, yeah, with all of that, it's kind of like it makes me think of Scooby-Doo whenever they take the mask off of the bad guy or whatever, and you realize, oh, it's this, right? But of course, that initial like ripping it off is uncomfortable. It's scary. You don't know what's under there, and we're allowing ourselves to do that so we can, move on. I like it. I like it. And I always like to say this because I know there's a lot of people who would rather just sit with the discomfort than make anyone feel bad or do anything that could cause, upset. And with that, I appreciate you. I honor that. That's amazing. But think of it this way: whenever you are honest, it frees the other person, the other situation to find what is in alignment for them. So even if you don't want to do it for yourself, do it out of that reason. Okay. I always like to mention that for those that may struggle with, setting those boundaries and things like that. So yeah, we have the Five of Swords. There definitely, I feel some of us have been around people that may have taken advantage of us or may not have been the best for us. But now I feel we are reclaiming our power. I know for me, I would use like my spiritual journey to keep myself stuck, right? So my sister said it the best way. She said, just because you can put up with things doesn't mean you should. Just because I know how to emotionally regulate and take breaths and communicate doesn't mean I have to keep banging my head into a wall with somebody, right? That's the definition of insanity. Okay, so I feel a lot of us were realizing, okay, this approach, this method, this person, this whatever, this job, whatever, it's not working for me. I've done a lot to try to make it work, to try to compromise, but now I just have to move on. And this is where our shadow tends to come out whenever we try to honor ourselves, try to honor the situation, and then if that's not working, our shadow will come out and be like, listen, this is what we're doing now. Because I know I can get that way. I can get very stern, very blunt, very, that's it with it. You know what I mean? And I, get fed up. And that's what I feel happened here is that we just were like, I'm tired of, having to be the victim in this situation or having to walk away with my head down. I am ready to go towards what feels good for me. And I'm tired of feeling bad about that. Yeah, the Fool card, the Ace of Swords. We're moving with clarity. We're letting things go. We're cutting through the illusion. This is all about a new journey for us. And with the 5 there, that does signify a lot of change. Okay, we have the King of Cups, and with the 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck here, I do feel that this could involve like family or someone, like a romantic relationship possibly for some of us. Or maybe you're just asking yourself, if this is what I want, I have to let go of certain things. Yeah. And with the Lovers here, the Moon card, the Empress. Yeah, I feel like someone definitely had to leave one thing in order to go towards something that's healthier. And for some of us with the Lovers, the Empress, like this could be a partnership or a family situation that brings up a lot of that shadow stuff. Yeah. And with the King of Cups, I just feel that we're going towards things with love, things that fill our cups. And we're standing by it as well. We're not letting the external or the drama or anything like that get us derailed. But I do feel like, because look, if you look at the cards separately, we have the Empress, the Lovers, the 4 of Wands. This is beauty, this is abundance, this is love, this is stability. And then you have the Moon, the 3 of Swords, the 7 of Cups. This is confusion, this is hurt, pain, this is uncertainty. So I do feel like, you went from, one, 5 of Wands or 5 of Swords to the other, King of Cups. So I definitely feel like somebody went from like a lot of chaos to a lot of calm, balance. And I feel like the calm, the balance being introduced kind of helped with that. Or maybe it was just because somebody was like, well, I'm going to walk away from the drama, and that allowed that calm energy to come through. Queen of Pentacles, I just feel that, there's a generous energy moving towards nurture. Okay, like these two people are very different from the energies depicted in the 5 of Swords. Okay, this is something based on being generous, being loving, nurturing, being calm. Okay, and this is one wins over the other, right? Someone always having to make a sacrifice. And somebody was tired of that, and now they're going towards a more balanced situation. Yeah, with the Seven of Wands, the Six of Swords, somebody just got tired of it and had to protect their energy. And that allowed something to come in that would also protect your energy, your peace. So, yeah, we have the King of Pentacles here with the Knight of Pentacles, the High Priestess. Being patient, following your intuition, going within for that guidance, and following it with confidence. This is a big shift here for sure. Yeah, Six of Wands. Feeling successful with the Sun card at the bottom of the deck. This is complete happiness. And it came about because someone had to make the sacrifice really to decide, I can't I can't keep sacrificing myself, basically. That was the sacrifice you made. Standing up for yourself. Deciding, love you, but I have to put me first, right? And it's kind of like leading by example, right? Instead of like always bailing someone out, like letting them bail themselves out so they can learn how to, or making it's like whenever if someone watches how you live, they'd be like, "Oh, that's how I can protect my peace." Like for me, I like to meditate, do yoga, do cleanses and stuff like that. Be like, "Oh, that's how she gets grounded." You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like that. But yeah, basically this paid off though. This really did. All right. That's way too many cards. All right, the Nine of Swords and Justice card here. Libra energy. Yeah, I feel that where someone was really worried, someone was just struggling a lot, balance is coming to that, okay? Whether it was the person that finally stood up for themselves or the person that may be going through it because they no longer have that kind of other person to guide them or pick up their slack kind of thing. All of that's getting balanced, right? No one's feeling taken advantage of. No one's feeling like they have to sacrifice themselves. And also, this other energy is feeling like, okay, I know what to do. I'm going to be okay. Because they have the opportunity to realize that they can be okay. You know what I mean? It's like whenever a baby's learning how to walk, they fall down, they get up, and they realize, okay, I'm okay. If you're always there to catch the baby doesn't realize it's safe, it's okay to, fall down and get back up. So by pulling away, putting your energy and attention into other healthier things, connections, bringing success not only for you, but for this other energy that you're worried about. This is bringing balance to everybody here. And I like it. All right, Two of Pentacles here, the Tower. Yeah, and the Strength card. Yeah. So this is kind of going back to what was originally at the bottom of the deck. Realizing that something was not working. So you have to walk away from it. And this provides the time, the space to ask yourself, okay, so now that I'm not doing this, what is bringing me fulfillment? What does make me happy? Investing your time and energy into that. And walking away with gratitude. And I'm not saying, you have to abandon anybody. That's not what I'm saying. It's more so of like, just kind of allowing yourself to take a step back or sit in the passenger seat and let this person drive their car, that kind of thing. If you're always telling someone which way to go, they don't learn which way to go, or if you're always like doing something for someone else, it doesn't allow you to do for you, which is important. This just feels like there's been a lot of growth in a situation, connection that felt very stagnant. And I feel that someone kind of started throwing a rock and that created some ripples. And there are good ripples because it makes everyone realize how stagnant they were, how stuck it felt. And now that there's some flow going, you're like, oh, right, this is like what life is like. And this is what it's like to move about the cabin. Yeah, it's like getting out of a car after a uh, long road trip. You're like, this is what the ground feels like. This is what it's like to stretch my legs out. This is what it's like to shower in my own shower, right? Yeah. Just choosing a new path for yourself. And a lot of us, this was outside of a comfort zone. We felt very scared, nervous, novice, not ready, but we did it. And we realized that was like one of the best decisions I could have made, not only for me, but everyone. Very good. Very good. All right, let's tap into the Light Seers deck and see what's going on there. We've got the Three of Pentacles, Three of Wands, the King of Cups. Yeah, Five of Cups, the Emperor, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, cool. Yeah, I definitely see like Four of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. Like somebody was like, oh, there's no way this is going to be amazing. And then it ends up being like the best thing ever. You know what I mean? Like someone's really happy about like the risk they took or like taking that leap of faith or jumping out of that comfort zone. Even though at first, like someone was very worried. They're like, I don't want to leave anyone abandoned or anything like that. And that's not the approach you're taking. It's just taking a step back. That's all. And that allowed you to figure out what worked for you, invest in things that really made sense, and it was just great for everybody. I like it. Okay, with the Three of Pentacles, I definitely see like everyone working really well together. Like this is what I mean by like leading by example. Like this is empowering someone to take control of their life or empowering someone to believe in themselves. You know what I mean? Like it's such a different approach. Instead of like completely, do you see how different these energies are working together? Instead of completely sacrificing yourself, you're learning how to like uplift others so they believe in themselves. You know what I mean? It's like if you want someone to live a healthier lifestyle, instead of paying for them to get like surgery or like liposuction, you join them in a gym and like work out with them. And through that, they start believing in themselves and then start going on their own and things like that. Like that's what it feels like for me. Like as a collective, y'all are having a new beginning. You just had to kind of rip that band-aid off first, where this person could have been like, oh, well, I know, my friend will just help me out and pay for this. You're like, actually, I'm not going to pay for this, but what I will do is, let you have a meeting with my financial advisor, and through that you'll gain some insight and clarity, and I'll pay for that. But it's like you want to teach the person how to fish instead of just giving them fish. That's what you did here. Love that. Yeah, King of Cups, Five of Cups. I think initially there was like some worry about, is this the right thing to do? Is this the right way to go about it? Again, no one wants to make anyone feel abandoned or anything like that. Absolutely not. But realizing like being a little more stern was that the way to go, because there's the Wheel of Fortune. Now we have new chapters for everyone, right? Instead of like you just moving on and keeping that person stagnant, you're bringing them along with you, but in a way that it's like empowering them, which I love that. What a beautiful balance to have with that energy. Ooh, ooh, almost dropped the whole deck. Amazing. That's too many cards at once. All right, yeah, the High Priestess with the Seven of Cups here. The Strength card, yeah. This was really a situation where you had to really believe in your intuition. There was a lot of ways you could have gone about this, but you knew what was right. You were like, I have to, just back off a bit, and through that, somebody realized their power, okay? Instead of just sacrificing all the time, kind of enabling yourself or someone else, you allowed yourself to listen to your intuition, do what you felt was right. And even though at first it may have seemed questionable, it was truly empowering. I love that. That makes me really, really happy. Could have been dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, since we have that King of Cups coming out a lot. All right, well, let's get into it. With the King of Wands, the Page of Cups, the Ten of Swords. Yeah. So someone really had to like just kind of put their like big person pants on and decide, I need to be brave, even though I'm really uncomfortable and I'm not used to approaching the situation this way. I need to be brave because I'm ready to move on from this cycle, right? Recognizing that it didn't work for you, but it also doesn't work for this person. And so it's kind of like whenever like a spoiled kid gets cut off and has to work or something, or whenever, I don't know a good example for it, but the energy. Like I'm thinking of a movie, stuff like that. And through that kind of, reality check, somebody is able to transform themselves into the person they're meant to be, you know? But it can be hard to be the one that initiates that. All right, let's keep it moving and grooving. All right, with the Knight of Pentacles, the Magician, the Strength card again. Okay. All right, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. I just feel that everyone was moving towards stability. But this was like a slow growth, right? This didn't happen overnight and it wasn't like, oh, amazing, I get it, it's all working out. Like, I feel like this took some time, right? Because it takes time to trust your path. It takes time to, trust others and, you know, bring all these energies together. But what I like about this is someone is allowing themselves to take the time. Someone's really allowing themselves to look at the situation, feel all the feelings, really like decide what's right for them, what's not. And that's the beauty in this full moon in Aquarius, is that it's again giving all of us the green light to be ourselves and honor what's right for us without feeling bad. That allows us to take our time, move with faith, with patience. There's no attachment here, no need to force or control, which is beautiful. That's what's so empowering. Is everyone's honoring what's right for them, but not forcing anyone to do what's not right for them, right? Or trying to force anyone to like, this is what I want to do now, so get with it. It's more so like, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what feels right for me. Let me know what feels right for you. Like it just, yeah, this energy just feels like I want everyone to be empowered. And I like that. Cool. So many cards. All right, we've got the Three of Cups here with the Six of Wands. So yeah, just everyone around you is celebrating you. Everyone's proud. Everyone's grateful. And again, it took time to get here because you had to take time to figure out what was right for you, what everyone else wants to do. Like everyone has a voice in this situation, and that's what I appreciate. But everyone's happy, everyone's celebrating. And that's important, especially for those of us that were worried about the person that we were taking a step back from. We were like, well, are they going to be okay? Yeah, they're going to be even better than when you left them, right? It was almost like not, you were enabling both of yourselves, right? Like you were staying stagnant and so were they. So by taking a step back, it allows both of you that forward movement, which is exciting. You're celebrating. I love it. So yeah, there's the Tower again. This was a significant shift, but it's leading to such beautiful things and so many miracles. So yeah, it's like everyone's just so grateful that you pulled that trigger, because who would want to wait another year for this beautiful energy to come through? Nobody. There we go. Judgment with the Justice card. There's balance because authenticity is being honored, right? When somebody's trying to force, it's going to be uncomfortable, right? Whether that means you're showing up in an inauthentic way, whether maybe you're being a little manic because you want something to happen and it's not happening the way you want it to, but just allowing things to be, showing up as your true self. That's the best way you can acquire peace and happiness. It's beautiful. There's no more conflict, no more heaviness because nobody's hiding anymore. Nobody's trying to like force. Everyone's allowing everyone to show up how they need to show up. And that is what leads everyone to their abundance, clarity, and happiness. By staying stuck to false versions of yourself, by trying to go along to get along, by not honoring your true self, that was keeping everybody stuck. Not just you, but the people you were trying to protect, your future that you were trying to protect. Everything was on hold until people started showing up how they were meant to show up. Cutting through the illusions, cutting through the fear. And there we go. There's the Four Wands with the Star card, Aquarius energy, the Wheel of Fortune. Now soul tribes are forming. Balance, unity, soul fulfillment, going towards new chapters, feeling powerful, not just you, but everyone. And realizing how stuck everything was when you were trying to do that, but in an inauthentic way. This is amazing. I love it. All right, let's get, okay, there they are. So what's cool now, that in moments of uncertainty or question, Seven of Cups, Two of Pentacles, I feel like there's no more worry, okay? Yeah, with the Two of Wands, Three of Swords, I feel like there used to be a lot of like second guessing in the past when it came to any kind of proposition, any opportunities. If it went against what you were already doing, there was a lot of, oh my God, what am I supposed to do? What is this person going to think? How is this going to impact this person? Like there was a lot of overthinking, right? But now we have the Hermit, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Magician. And what's cool is this is a lot of feminine energy, right? With the queens here. That's about going within. The Hermit, all about going within. Magician is a master manifester and uses his resources and, you know, his skills and what he's learned to move forward and determine what's right for him. That's the energy you're on now. In the past, having options, having to make a decision was so paralyzing. But now again, that we are allowing ourselves to show up authentically, it doesn't have to be so scary anymore. Because not only do we honor what's right for us, but we recognize others can do that too. And I don't need that from other people in order to go towards what's meant for me. And sometimes doing it despite it will help everyone involved. Love it. And there's the Ace of Pentacles all the way to the 10. Going towards stability, going towards success, abundance, not only for you, but for everyone. Look at the whole family. This is fierce. I love it. Everyone's good. All right, I'm going to pull a couple more Moonology cards just to close this out. Let me know what you guys are getting into, though. I really like this energy. And I like how it's rippling out to everyone, right? Because there's been a lot of times, you know, where we have to kind of set those boundaries and not everyone can come with us. But I like that it's an energy of like, I'm setting my boundary, but you can still come. And through that, people are learning more about themselves and what works for them. And I think that's a beautiful way to, you know, approach this healing journey and encompass everyone out with it. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. That's what we're doing here. All right, luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. So especially for those of us who are still like second guessing if we should be, you know, ripping band-aids off or going towards a new journey, stepping out of our comfort zones, letting you know luck is on your side. It's going to work out. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node. So we have North Node and South Node. All right, so Sometimes, whenever we stood up for ourselves or stopped enabling, maybe we lost certain people, maybe it wasn't always received, but that's not the case. That was to show you how to do it anyways. Okay, so now we're going to be in an energy of doing it and having a positive reaction to it. You know what I mean? Instead of it being uncomfortable and having to find the love in it, the love is just going to show up and it's going to be understood and it's going to be okay. It's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. So, yeah, those of us that are especially like having doubts or worries or like wondering what the aftermath is going to be, don't focus on that. You don't want to put energy into what you don't want to happen. Focus on what you do want to happen and hold your vision. Fixed moon. Be clear about what you want. Hold on to that. Don't compromise it. Don't settle. Don't try to, mask it. But hold your vision and recognize everyone's going to be able to go along with you. But sometimes you have to be the catalyst to get everyone in shape for that, okay? All right. That is our reading today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys had a wonderful full moon. But let me know if you guys did anything cool, any like fun rituals, things like that. What do you like to do during a full moon? I just chilled that day, honestly. I relaxed. I gave myself a day off, which was important because I don't do that a lot, so that was nice. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. If you guys would like to check out, just more about me, the services I offer, or you'd like to sign up for my newsletter, that's all going to be on my website. I also have like upcoming events, classes, online classes, all sorts of stuff on my website. So check it out. But definitely sign up for the newsletter. It's a great way to stay in touch. You get coupons, discounts, and I send out like the actual newsletter like once a month or every few weeks, so nothing insane. But if you do sign up for that, I send you a free guided meditation, so check it out. And then let's see, what else do I have going on? If you guys want a personal reading or personal ceremony, that is also on my website. I also have all my social media down below, so if you guys want to check that out, it is there for you. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Oh, also I moved. Do you like the new place? So yeah, all right, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.